Alright, I have my goggles on and I'm ready to play. My name is Sloth154 and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. We are currently in the on the case of the Gilded Cage. I have to find this ivory back's construction site, so I'm here at City Hall. Hopefully I can just look through the records. Hello, ma'am.
Are you lost, sir?
Not at all. I'm right where I need to be. I'm Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
Ursula Oni, the chief archivist. How can I help you exactly?
I need to take a look at the history of Cordona and its islanders to retrieve some, hopefully, useful information.
Your brother Mycroft told me that you were direct, and now that we've met, I can see that is true.
Someone in our family has to balance the evasive nature of my brother.
Yeah.
Well, may I use the city archives?
But
You
they're both
may, of course,
assholes.
But in return, perhaps dinner?
That's a high price to pay for looking at your archives.
I was teasing you. Pay no attention to me.
Damn it, Sherlock, we could have got laid. Oh, here are the archives. Subjects. Has to be business, legal documents, and inside scolario. Legal. Old City? Oh, here we go. Notice of registration. By authority of the government of Cordona, this deed registers the creation of the Gilded and Swift LT Limited Trading Dynamic. I think that's what that means. On this, the 21st of June, 1877, Theodore Gilden is the sole proprietor and founder of the above enterprise and shall provide finances in the land known as the Roman outskirts. Arthur Swift is a founding partner and shall provide finances and his service of archaeologists. The primary purpose of the enterprise is to perform archaeology research in the ruins located at the intersection of Bazaar Road and Arnott Street beyond the fortifications walls of the fortification walls. I said fortification. Fortification walls in Old City, Cordona. The sole proprietor, undersigned, hereby agrees to fund archaeological research in exchange for the ownership of any uncovered items of historical value. The founding partner, undersigned, hereby waives all finders' rights and ownerships of items uncovered in the archaeological dig in exchange for the exclusive right to publications of all academic findings thereof. Cool.
With your love for archives, you would have made the perfect bureaucrat.
No. Oh. Bazaar Road and Arnott. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna make my way over to there. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. It does help the... It does help. No, check out the description. I have links to the playlist for this series and other games. God, it's been a while and now I'm just fumbling my way through right now. Tell me in the comment section, do you think it was his partner or Paul from the last episode who killed Theodore Gilden? So I'm going to make my way to my marker. I will see you guys once I'm there. See you soon. Unless something interesting happens. Also, tell me how your day is going. Would you be able to solve this case?
The treasures await you. Collect them all and return for more.
Sure, buddy, sure. This might be it.
Tonight, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers for...
All right. Okay.
Day to night,
Alright.
Iden stands.
I got it. I've heard that in order to enter the dig site, I need to be employed. A man named Iodine recruits new workers in the old city marketplace, the west end of the district. He has a scar on his neck and only looks for working type pro-British attitude. Okay, I got what I know I need to do now. What's the market? Come on. All right, guys. I know who we gotta talk to, so I'm gonna go there. I'll see you once I'm there. Damn this city.
The market square, beating heart of the old.
Okay, here we are.
I wonder if they still sell that heavenly Turkish delight around the corner.
What are you talking, John?
Don't miss out on my unique
Decorate your
clothes.
house in Oriental style.
All right, no. Oh, there we go.
Stop blocking the view. Stop blocking the view.
Oh.
Come.
Nice of.
Decorate
Let's
your
pick
house
something
in
that suits
Oriental
you.
style.
God damn it. Okay,
Don't leave.
I'll be
Take
back.
one more look.
I will be back. All right, I'm back. I had to get a few things. I got a mustache, glasses, and a worker uniform.
Stop blocking the view.
What?
Stop blocking the view.
Sir, kind
There
sir,
we
might
go.
I steal your attention?
I'm not buying.
Ah, that is the thing. You won't
Finally.
waste a single mangir. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs your ears. I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig. A man with a scar, such as the one that you're hiding. And your boots are dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh. Is that so? Well, I have to ask you an important question first.
Okay.
Would you be fine working for Brits?
Yep.
I am all for them.
Well, you say that, but can you prove it?
I'll sing you a very special song. God save our gracious queen.
Cut it! Or people here will make you their queen.
I can also speak in limericks.
Please don't. You might
Okay.
be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural born digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go to this address. The guard will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
Okay. Now we're going to the dig site. I gotta go back to the dig site, so I'll see you guys once I'm there. Bunch of cuts. All right.
Stop loitering and get inside.
Yes, sir. All right, here we are at the dig site. All right.
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
Okay.
Where's the fire in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Motherfucker, you
Believe
digged
me, I
in.
do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
You're not doing all the heavy digging.
How did you meet me?
Don't ask questions. You'll have to find the answers yourself. I'm not a nanny. I'm a busy man who is changing the course of history.
No, you're discovering the course of history.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
The ivory baths. Everyone is looking forward to the grand opening.
Who told you this nonsense? Why would you contaminate history with this base desire for leisure? We are looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb. This is our goal, to find the artifacts of the early Roman Empire. Let's continue. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here. Don't touch anything, always return the tools, and don't distract me unless you find something.
So you're not
Sounds
doing the
simple
dig.
enough.
You
Are
don't
the
find
only one in
anything, you're
charge
just
here,
putting your
Mr.
name on it.
Yes, I am the only one and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding
Oh, sorry,
who's
what?
in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
Yeah, let's look them over. Meticulous. Inconvenient, but continues to wear. Unmarried. Indifferent or poor. Fresh and untended. So I think he's indifferent. I think he's a knowledge seeker, but how can I be 100% sure? Other spots as an archaeologist contenting to find. I'll go ahead, knowledge seeker.
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man.
Yeah,
A
because
sharp
from the
eye and
newspaper,
attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path.
What's it called?
You
Legal
have to
document we saw.
sacrifice everything you love
He didn't
for
want the
larger
money from this
prize.
dig.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
And money.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The
That is some
academic world is full
A-class
of
ass kissing.
Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find.
Okay. Oh wait, let's read about the good doctor. Arthur Swift is an archaeologist attempting to find the tomb of Vitus Lemonius on Cordona. He uses all his resources to locate this ancient site. Driven by an obsession to expand the knowledge of humankind, he does not care about his appearance or occasional wound incurred during research, such as the injured elbow on his left arm. His life is documented in meticulous detail in a diary he treasures. Arthur Swift has sacrificed almost everything he has in a thankless attempt to uncover more about the past. If only more people could be like him.
Swift lost his temper when he learned what happened to the statue.
Stashful newspaper. Oh. I hate this. Got it. Okay. Workers at the deck site found a statue with a lion helmet head. It originally lay in the pedestal closest to the beach, but someone kicked it over the edge. As a result, the statue broke and the pedestal remains tilted.
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
Somehow the text remains legible. Let's see if I remember my Latin.
An inscription near the four pedestals translates Victor's West nearby. Beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother and the autumn wind. Alright.
A sickle for harvesting. The ancient Romans honored the season.
Alright, so this is the one I have to keep an eye out for.
A goddess? A mother? Someone's wife? There were 4 statues here originally.
I wonder what the 3 other statues look like.
There has to be something for a picture somewhere.
This reminds me of my father's room. A plan for this whole operation.
Near the city of Cornith, British archaeologist Sir George Griffith has discovered a well-preserved tomb of the Roman legate General Ed Titus Leonidas Liminus, owner of the legendary twin sword of Romulus, gifted by Augustus himself, first emperor of the Roman Empire. In an exclusive interview, Sir George has described the find as priceless addition to the history of mankind and his wallet. The interest is found by the removal of several blocks of soil around the prominent statue, revealing the tomb. According to Sir George, the statue represents life of Titus. A female statue, presumably a mother, holding a basket of fruit, looks to the west. Another female figure, perhaps Autumn, with a sickle in her hands, looks to the east. Sir George presumes that these statues have hidden allegories of Zephyrus, a minor god of the west, and the other Erebus, the god of the east. All these being played in a circle with the statues of 2 brothers, twin Titus and Vitrus. The achievement of the archaeology has been...
This might prove useful. I'll note it down.
Alright. So, east from the statue.
Straw dolls. Eerie, but effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these. Or 2.
Why? Alright. Titus and Vitrus Liminus were legendary legates of the early Roman Empire, starting their military career to suppress the riots of the Velonici and Alberich. Alberigis. They were the key commanders during the siege of Mutina and the Battle of Actium. With the new Emperor Augustus, the brothers received twin swords, presumably the ones previously belonging to Romulus and Remus. The brothers served as legates to conquer the Dalmatians and African provinces, and were famous for their worship of minor gods. Titus honored Arephis, while his brother prayed to Zephyrus. Not much is known about the brothers except for the description by Pliny the Elder. Titus wore the skin of a lion with its head on the helmet, and a tradition he picked up while being a signifier. Vitrus held the shield large enough to cover the sky, though the exact location of the tombs remain unknown. Historians know that Titus died in the spring of 10 AD, while Vitrus died in the autumn of 12 AD.
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realize the significance of the statues. Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more.
I think this is an island. Oh, cool. All right, John, do your job. Oh, here we go. I got it.
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us.
All right, I'm gonna go down to the beach. Okay, I found something, finally.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
You found but nothing. All right. I'm gonna go steal from his desk real quick. Huh.
A box of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
The zoological bestseller Tuscan Trunks provides a most rigorous scientific description of the elephant. It's almost encyclopedic in its analysis of the creature's life, both in the wild and captivity. One crucial chapter describes the elephant mating season, in which they become extremely dangerous. Furthermore, the book features guidance on how to communicate and interact with the big mammal. Personal diary owned by author Swift. He describes in a considerable detail his personal life and research. More importantly, it tells of a dispute between the archaeologist and Theodore Gilden over the dig site. Date 124. 1224. Theodore always uses his wealth to shut down complaints. I'd rather he bought a brain with more gyrification so that he were smart enough to see the bigger picture. Not everything revolves around your damn elephant. Yeah, I said damn instead of darn. I have only a few months before he will commence construction. He even lacks the imagination to build something beautiful. Ivory baths, the mundanity. I must think lest our invaluable history be buried by inconsequential.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Trying to take over my research.
Masturbating.
I come here to pick up my diary, and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation?
Yes.
I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation. When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago, we discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
All right. Where you at?
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
I haven't started yet.
I have more questions. More questions.
You have a weakness for nostalgia? Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can
It's
think
not.
of.
But
Wait.
you aren't answering the question.
Don't you read dead
already
people's
read it.
diaries?
Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
They very
But
much
the writer of
can.
the text can. With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there.
Okay.
What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it.
Good to know.
Moving on.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic
Oh yeah, I
world,
found the
so
third
this
book.
about
It was
Nave
nothing.
And Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place. This caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful.
Fine.
I'm a busy man. I've nothing to add.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
Okay.
I'm a busy man. I've nothing to add.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
Okay.
I'm a busy man.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
I'm getting all the
matter
information
how
I
much
can.
Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I like
I'm
him.
sure that
I hope he
Goliath
isn't the
did not
killer.
have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
Huh.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
I see.
Moving on. I'm a busy man.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
Cool.
I'm a busy man.
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen Gilden?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
Alright, Mind Palace. I got a lot of information from this guy. Okay. Oh, cool. chemical analysis real quick. Oh, cool. That worked. Okay, I gotta get some fabric from the dig site. No, wait.
This fabric will work.
All right, so I gotta hunt Goliath. All right, since the elephant's in heat, we're going to make a fake elephant. I know where I need to go. Okay. I'll see you guys once I get the stuff I need. See you soon. All right, guys. I have to get something from here. Oh, this is John.
It might fool an elephant.
Mrs. Nini seemed to know her sewing inside out. I bet she missed us.
I hope Miss Nini won't misunderstand me.
I gotta go back to Miss Nini's house, so I will be... You guys are just gonna cut there now. See you soon. Alright.
Good day, madam. I've come to you with a special requirement. The tailors on the street can't help me, I'm afraid. Could you make a doll for me?
Oh, Senor Holmes. You taught the police how to do their job, and they found the thief. Of course I will help you.
This is gonna be a lot of work.
A child's doll, such as my great niece might play with?
A little larger than your typical doll.
Signore, I don't understand. Boy, girl, animal, and what color?
Animal, a passionate, perhaps amorous animal.
Ah, Signore, you talk in real.
We need a female
I am an old
elephant.
lady who's seen it all. Tell me what you need.
I need a life-size elephant.
I think Mrs. Nini outdid herself with this one.
Really?
Is that a tail?
That's a trunk, John, but I must agree with you that it's her masterpiece.
Well, let's not waste any time.
Alright. Where the hell am I? Do I have the elephant? Oh, I gotta go to Gilden's yard. So we're gonna make our way back to Mr. Gilden's yard. I'll see you guys there. A lot of jumps. All right.
The game is on.
So, what's the plan? I hope it all doesn't go horribly wrong.
We know that the elephant is seeking a female. We can arrange that. A doll
Cool.
with the appropriate scent might do miracles.
So, you're a marriage broker. Well, I suppose that makes me a groomsman. Oh, she is a bit breezy, I must say.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area. It should be just enough for his taste. You'll need to trust me.
Are we ready? I can't stand the tension.
We're ready. Let's call the elephant.
Salacious?
How could anyone resist?
It says salacious.
I knew a lady once who said just that.
Tempting? I didn't see there were things down there.
Too bad I'm not an elephant. Take your time, Sherry.
Teasing?
That deserves a slap. And then a kiss.
And here's our lovesick friend.
Teasing worked.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you bringing it here? I won't allow you to leave it.
I assure you that it is only a temporary measure. It won't be long until the elephant is gone, I promise you.
You spoiled brat.
It injured itself while running through the forest. Peaceful and compliant, almost a gentleman.
Aha.
There's something in the needle. A feathered fletching. This might be promising. The left tusk is larger and more worn. You're a left-tusked elephant.
Okay. Chemical analysis this. Just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Got it. There we go. How the fuck am I supposed to... You know what? Everything's pointing to Paul. I'm gonna talk to Imogen real quick and see if there's anything else I need to know. Alright guys, I went and got more evidence. No, wait. Oh, I gotta find this out.
I don't feel safe with that beast back here.
How do I find this? There's one more piece of evidence I gotta find. Alright guys, I've been racking my brain trying to find evidence to point to something, give me more concrete evidence, but it's down to Arthur and Paul. I won't blame Goliath because he was shot with the dart that made him that agitated him and made him rampage. It's not his fault. Someone used him as an instrument of death. So I have my quarter here. Almighty quarter. I'm gonna flip it. Heads, we accuse Arthur and we condemn him. Whoever did this, I'm going to condemn. I don't want to do two flips because it's annoying. Tails, we choose Paul. Now this is a one flip kill, and I am going to condemn them because if I don't, they kill the elephant. So here's the flip. And it's tails. So we're going to condemn Paul. I'm going with this. Oh no, not this.
I have to leave you for now.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to Paul. I'm gonna accuse Paul.
Did it feel good killing Theodore Gilden after the humiliation and threats?
What? I thought you were blaming Goliath for that.
No, I think you killed Theodore Gilden. Goliath is, unfortunately, a victim of circumstance.
I'm far better than to kill Gilden. Believe me.
You see, I managed to capture the elephant. Goliath had a dart stuck in his hide, similar to the ones that you used to kill rodents. My guess is that you used Goliath. A dart can kill a mouse or human, but for an elephant it's not enough. Strychnine is a powerful stimulant and convulsant. Once the drug was in the bloodstream, Goliath became extremely agitated and so blinded by the flow of energy that he killed his owner.
And my dart is responsible for that. I'd rather use my hands.
Yes, there would have been fewer variables, but after the attack on you, your condition didn't allow for a direct confrontation. So, you used what you had.
That's not what happened. Anyone might have the same set of darts as I do. They're not expensive.
But not everyone knew Theodore and had access to his property. You were at the crime scene at the precise moment when Gilden died.
I was not. I was visiting the doctor after the attack on me.
Ah, of course, where no one saw you. That's an inconvenience. But in any case, the person who was there met the rage of the elephant. One was struck by the gate with such impact that they were thrown into the shed. The knife fell out. The bruises on your elbow match the contour of the hole in the shed.
But I told you where my bruises came from.
And I heard you, but you didn't catch my words. A bosun's knife was found there, a very specific tool commonly used in your field.
That's only your assumption. I was never there. I mean, I was, but not when this happened.
Okay.
I can understand why you killed Mr. Gilden. He saw you with his daughter. He checked up on you, yachtsman, smuggler, and a woman. He went so far as to hire some thugs to attack you. Theodore knew your weakness, your career. He forced you into a corner. You're a survivor. You were prepared for the worst, but Theodore surpassed even your worst-case scenario. So you responded accordingly.
I've earned everything myself. Every victory, every trophy, every mangir. I achieved all of it without murder. I don't need to kill in order to win.
And you weren't afraid that he would reveal your secret to the owner of the yacht club or your competitors?
I can control my fear. Trust me, I wouldn't have become a professional athlete otherwise.
God damn it. I don't know if this is the right choice, but I'm going to arrest Paul.
I revealed many truths and lies concerning Gilden. One banal fact is that he was a bitter and angry man who acted according to his own desires and impulses. Such people are dangerous, they are unpredictable, and value their own comfort more than anything and anyone. The same as you, Paul.
Are you out of your mind?
You're a gambler, smuggler, and actor. You indulge your self-importance. Such egocentricity and impulsivity is frightening. I won't allow you to play with someone else's life. You are under arrest.
Wait. At least tell Imogen. Tell her where I am.
I think she deserves a space without you. I've heard you can gamble on racing in prison, only it's rat racing. No yachts. Goodbye, Paul.
Was it
Why
Paul?
did you pick my Paul? Out of all the people on this island. Just when I needed someone I could rely on.
Believe me, I saved you. I found the true murderer. Would you really choose to live with the person who took your father's life?
You took away the pillar I was relying on. Paul was my only hope. You've destroyed it.
Oh,
It was
lady,
Paul who
you're
destroyed it,
going
not
to be
me.
rich.
I was merely the fact-checker who discovered the real culprit. And now about that elephant.
Oh yes, Goliath. You did nothing about it. I had to deal with it. Fortunately, there was a real man wanting to help me. He agreed to buy Goliath and relocate him to his property.
I suppose I must congratulate you.
I'd rather you leave. But first, here are my father's belongings. Some of them have information about your mother. Take them and leave me be.
Listen, you
I appreciate
spoiled
it,
little
Miss Gilden.
fucking brat.
I assure you, I only wanted to find the true perpetrator.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you found a convenient scapegoat.
No, the
Goodbye.
elephant was a
I
convenient
truly hope you
scapegoat
meet
to
more
spoil.
honest people
Oh
in
my
the future.
god, this person is stupid.
Take care.
I don't care if I got it wrong. The person you want to be with is related to the death of your father, and you're going to get a huge inheritance. Buy new friends. Buy a puppy, goddammit. But don't jump on me just because you can't, just because you're so blinded by puppy love that you can't see the fact that someone may have killed your family member and stole to steal their money. I'm gonna go back into the house. I bought some things.
A manor all to ourselves. Can you believe it, Sherry?
Let's get this. Dear my dear Theodore, you know I value our friendship more than most other bonds. We share the same restless soul, and your acceptance and support in trying times has been a blessing. I'm endlessly grateful for the turn of fate that saw Sigurd and I join the same expedition as you. It changed my life for the better. Nevertheless, I am not blind nor a hypocrite. I know that your feelings towards me have deepened. Forgive me, Theodore, but I do not feel as you do. I must spare you the pain of one-sided love before it is too late. Please see enclosed the necklace you so thoughtfully gifted in remembrance of our adventure together. I cannot in good conscience continue to wear it. I know this letter will cause you such hurt, and for that I can't but apologize deeply. Yet my heart is with Sigurd, who is still unaware of your desires. If this sees the end of our friendship, I will understand. But I truly hope we can continue to share the conversations, collaborations, and kindness that have brought me such joy all these years. Your respectfully, Violet. Oh, you got friend zoned in the letter. Oh, fuck that.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend.
But not that good of a friend. Well, yeah, from a good friend. Flashback? There's something behind the mirror.
I just had another glimpse of a memory, John.
Right.
It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happened somewhere in the manor.
Finally moving forward. Shall we go?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the manor real quick and get this clue.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
Okay. So saw that painting already. Here. Here. Oh. Here we go.
I had a surprise for my mother. You had a shovel with you, John.
What was
I
it?
was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it. I remember now, we dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona.
Oh.
And were eager to show my mother right away. And for some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs.
Oh no.
I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Oh no.
Yes. It came from upstairs.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate.
Oh, it's...
Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
Okay.
Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother
Yep.
is not one for
Wait.
sentimentality.
Potassium cyanide. Chloride. I didn't read what that was. Alright, time to get some evidence. Mr. C. London, August 21st, 1865. Mr. Sigurd Morland Holmes, the renowned archaeologist, authenticator, and historian, is dead, a mere 41 years of age. He was seized by a cardiac event during the opera at the Covent Garden Theatre on Saturday. Despite his physician's best effort, he remained insensible and died at 20 minutes past 6 o'clock last evening. His sudden end came as a severe shock to his large circle of acquaintances. Mr. Holmes is survived by his wife Violet and two sons, Minecraft 16 and Sherlock 6. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at the Highgate Cemetery of St. James by Reverend W.E. Stanley.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't...
Okay. March 25th, 1869, examination notes of Dr. Otto Richter. Over the last few months, I have asked Miss Holmes to sketch some landscapes. The first few were clear and accurate, but subsequent drawings quickly drifted away from reality. It appears her disease progressed rapidly and perhaps even affected her vision. I need to consider trepidation.
Recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Look what I found. The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move? You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
Okay.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason.
Aspirin.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason.
Okay. Oh, his tools. Observation of Mrs. Violet Holmes by Dr. Otto Richter, May 19th of 1868. Initial consultation revealed the patient suffers sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and slight confusion of memory. Prescription is a strong sedative to be administered daily and will continue to monitor symptoms. August 3rd of August, 1868. Sedation has helped minimize anxiety attacks, but Mrs. Holmes now experiences catatonia, apathy, and prolonged depressive states. Moreover, the patient's confusion has worsened, and she has begun writing letters to her deceased husband as if he were alive. I prescribed 6 further drugs to balance her mental state and weekly hydrotherapy. 27th of November, 1868. The current drug regimen has delivered middling results, with confusion worsening into near constant delusion. Patient grows aggravated when these beliefs are contradicted, prompting aggressive behavior. I have now witnessed several episodes of violence against her own family, towards herself. Consequently, I ordered that the bar be installed on the window and that Miss Holmes be strapped into her bed at night. The doses of all the medication has been raised. I have prescribed the patient additional hypnotherapy, not hydrotherapy, hypnotherapy sessions, as well as some mild hallucinogens.
No labels. I doubt it ever had one. There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
We'll have to analyze that.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
I hope not as well.
Straps on the bed. It just doesn't look right.
Potassium bromide.
Seems this was the most frequently used medication. 1 dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
Okay. And a letter. My gentle Sigurd, Alas, I am still yet to receive any correspondence from you. One presumes my previous letters are chasing you around the continent as you travel. I hope you are in good health and already on your way home. Forgive me my impatience, but life without your kind voice and bright eyes is scarcely worth living. The boys need their father around too. I can tell that they miss you. Though, as you well know, Minecraft is not one to wear his heart on his sleeve. In case my prior letters have been lost, know that we are relocated to Cordona. Please come back soon. Forever yours, Violet, February 1869. Nice. And oh.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
Yeah.
Bars covering the windows from the inside.
All right. Let's analyze this. -4. I feel extremely stupid. Mushrooms, okay.
Sure, you saved the king, but that's no checkmate, Sherry. You're losing your touch.
Oh, come on. Let me... Alright, guys, I found the thing I needed to find. It was this painting.
The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
All right. This has to be it. There we go.
Believe you, liars! Get away from me! It's not true. It's not real.
What? Oh.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
Sherlock had a very weird
It was
childhood.
the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
The 9th of April started off badly. My mother was anxious and hysterical. She threw food and shouted at the doctor, called him a liar. John and I brought her morning tea, but when the shouts started, I became scared. The only thing I could think to do was hide near the bed and wait for everything to pass. Thankfully, John was there to protect me and calm me down.
My mother, she was not just ill, but had.
I'm saying syphilis.
God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened. John.
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know.
Sherlock, you don't understand. That's your defense mechanism.
Can we at least leave it for another day?
Of course.
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
Emotionally? I am not all right.
It feels wrong, sad. Like they're the memories of another man. I'm struggling to reconcile my love for my mother with the reality of who she was. And worse, what possessed Mycroft to lie about it?
Because there was more
of this puzzle remaining, John.
to her death than was necessary,
no longer.
but not
Indeed.
in a conspiracy sort of way.
Did you hear that? Yes. Metallic souls. What is this sailor doing here?
All right, let's go check on the sailor.
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? Oh,
Greetings.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
This will be the last part of the game.
Game. The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
The hell's that on his forehead?
Prize, I suppose.
You're a fast learner, sir.
Let's look him over. Painted recently. Old and shabby. Would have got the shit beat out of him. No signs of hard physical labor. I need something square shaped. I'm gonna go with artist disguised as a sailor because no sailor would be allowed to walk off his ship in one piece or off his post in one piece with that fucking stain. I was in ROTC in high school, and if I showed up at school with a stain on my uniform, I would have gotten Popeye arms by the end of the day. Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favorite part of any conversation.
That's because you're
any sign of regular physical activity in contradiction
you're
to
an
one
ass.
who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink.
I would love to see it, though.
Launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to...
Or cyanide.
That was remarkable,
No, wait.
Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is
Yeah, I'll go
your
with cyanide.
invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
My dear Sherlock Holmes, as you no doubt have already guessed, I would like to invite you to experience my art exhibition. Not only for the purposes of contemplation of beauty, but in a more general need of your genius. You will find the gallery at Carnavarsi, at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Always your friend, VV. And that is our next case, a muse from abroad. We finished out the Gilded Cage. We decided to condemn Paul because of a coin flip. The coin flip, the all-knowing coin said it was Paul, so it's Paul. Also, we discovered more about what happened with Sherlock's mother. It wasn't consumption tuberculosis. It was something I think may have been a mental disease that eats at her mind, which in my amateur guess is syphilis. That's the only disease I can really think of that would just eat away at someone's mind like that. But we will start our next case in the next episode. So if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. Ooh, cigars. Minecraft was here. That's fresh wine. Check out the description. I have a link to the playlist for this entire series and other games I played, including the last Sherlock Holmes game I played, which was a lot easier to get from place to place. I wish I understood the fast travel of this game better. I'm gonna do some money grinding, some furniture getting in my spare time in between this and the next episode. Tell me what you think. Why would Minecraft lie about the circumstances of his other mother's death to Sherlock, even though Sherlock is now an adult and should, I say should, be able to handle the truth of it? Although Sherlock does still have a very vivid imaginary friend, John, who I see as our defense mechanisms against the realities of the world and is slowly fading away. What the hell is this? Okay.
Something did happen that day, but no one can tell us the details. How can that be?
Agreed. It's rather suspicious.
Money tightens a lot of lips. So, if you made it this far in the video, Prime thanks you. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Gotta get those steps in. Bye.